No question about it. Antonio Brown, as you might have seen if you were watching this game, a little frustrated at times here. Kind of letting his frustration be known there on the sidelines. And, that's a sign we've seen really across sidelines, across the NFL. But you take notice of it, right?
I would prefer to receive the football.
Yeah, and then this tweet here from a former Steelers PR man, Ryan Scarpino, says AB needs to thank his lucky stars because he was drafted by a team that had Ben. And Ben got AB paid. You know darn well he wouldn't put up those numbers for other teams. Now, Scarpino is no longer with the Steelers. We should make that very clear. But didn't stop Antonio Brown from letting him know, hey, why don't you trade me? Let's find out.
They don't seem dysfunctional at all. You got the offensive lineman going after the star running back. You got the PR guy and the receiver.
Look, just more drama, and that's something this Pittsburgh Steelers team is familiar with and something our Aditi Kinkhabwala is familiar with in covering that team. So, Aditi, I'm wondering how all of this is playing in that Steelers locker room here today.
Red, I am trying so hard to keep a straight face here, but look, New Year, same old drama. We know this was the story about the Steelers a year ago where they couldn't seem to get out of their own way, and here we are again, and it's only week 2 that this is what's happening. So in this locker room, no Ben Roethlisberger today, no Antonio Brown, none of those veteran offensive linemen you just referenced or Mike Silver just referenced to break this down. The few people that were in the locker room essentially dismissed this. Linebacker Bud Dupree, defensive end Cam Hayward, a defensive captain, they said AB doesn't want to get traded. This is simply frustration. And we all know this about Antonio Brown. He plays with all of his emotions out. We've talked about this. This is not the first time that he has had frustration on the sideline. In fact, last year, he threw a water cooler in Baltimore. Now, I have had many a conversation with him where he says that his frustration is not to show up anybody. It's not to express anger. It's that he feels that strongly that he can help his team, and therefore he wants the ball to be able to help his team. But of course, tomorrow Ben Roethlisberger will go on the radio for his weekly radio show and certainly tell us how he views this. And Mike Tomlin will address the media, and perhaps he will discuss this drama. But beyond that, this is a Steelers team that does not have a win through the first 2 games. That hasn't happened since 2013, which, by the way, was a year that they missed the playoffs.
Yeah, and now they got to go on the road and face a red-hot Tampa Bay Bucs team in Tampa in week 3.